For Andrea Curran, getting a puppy during the pandemic has brought nothing but joy.
They made it so much easier to tolerate. Um, I just, I get to go outside on my lunch breaks with them and my coffee breaks.
And she's not
Treat's ready. Come here,
alone.
Max. Come here. You know, when you're on a particularly annoying call or something, to have afterwards have a little dog snuggle and sort of get back to it. Yeah, it's been really good.
They've both adjusted their lives to adapt to their pets. Curran works from home.
I switched to full-time working from home, and thankfully our employer is quite happy to let that continue.
And Elizabeth Moffat splits her time.
Luckily, at least for right now, I have my own office space whenever I go in, just because of all the COVID spacing. So she comes in about half the time with me, and she's been a big hit.
Shelters across BC say pet purchasing peaked during the pandemic.
We definitely saw throughout the pandemic a huge interest in adoption, which was wonderful. I think a lot of people were home, maybe a bit more isolated and lonely than they would normally be.
Pairing pets and people together panned out perfectly, according to BC SPCA.
We definitely heard stories from other locations in the United States and in some locations in Canada where people were returning their pets to shelters. And so that was a worrying trend. But here in BC, we haven't seen that at the SPCA. And so we always do have a low return rate, but it actually even decreased throughout the pandemic, and we're still seeing that very low number.
But One Cat Rescue Society says it's overwhelmed.
We are getting the same reasons as we've always gotten every year, but we're getting extras that are basically like, we adopted a cat and now we're going back to work. It's just not fitting our lifestyle. It's just not working. The cat needs more than we can offer it. That is a very common reason that people are surrendering right now as well.
Pet owners can help their animals adjust to the new normal by keeping a routine.
We also encourage people to start leaving the house frequently, even if it's for just short periods of time, but just get animals used to the idea that you leave, but you always come back.
And by being patient.
And they will get used to it. The pets always adjust. They just need a little time.
ALANNA Kelly, Glacier Media, Victoria.